Hey, this is Sam Black with my first round with this vintage cube draft. I am on the play, and I will keep my hand. Knight of the White Orchid is a little unexcited about being on the play. Starting to wonder if I should just be choosing draw and have Knight of the White Orchid and land tax in my deck, but probably not. I think I just Skull Clamp pass here when my opponent plays land, and I can Pearl, Knight, land, equip. That went well. I even get to this Scrubland to activate my Shambling Vent, which is a nice little perk. I'm only going to play Merry Angel when I have a land to play with it, because it's very important to get the bird, because I have Skull Clamp. So ideally next turn I'll draw a land, and I can Emeria, play a land, equip Skull Clamp, and immediately draw 2 cards. That's fine. Perfect card. This doesn't feel particularly fair. Let's see. I definitely don't want this Sower to come back right away, but if I put it 3 down, my opponent can just get it back with top anyway, so I guess I'll put it 2 down to force the top activation. Equip the token, and then Elesh Norn will be able to kill the Sower to get my Merry Angel back, which is pretty sweet. I think I want to equip here. So my opponent, if they have a land, can upkeep top, get Sower, but then they have to play the land before they can play the Merry Angel. Oh, you're just gonna... Yeah, I'm good to trade. I guess the Banisher Priest is going to die either way, but this... I didn't have a land yet, and I wanted to make sure I would draw one, so... Alright. Yeah, I guess that made sense from my opponent's perspective. Getting rid of the Merry Angel is pretty important. So obviously I do not want to cast Elesh Norn. Wait, if I cast... I guess I can cast Elesh Norn into an opposing Sower, because the Sower just dies before it can take Elesh Norn. That's kind of funny. But the focus here is going to be to get all this mana into play so that I can upheaval. equip here. Well, that's empty graveyard, yeah, nothing to Sun Titan. So I think I just equip and pass with Impulse up. Oh, I guess I can just shove to draw 2 cards if my opponent blocks. I get a counter. It seems fine. Should have done that before playing other stuff, but no big deal. I don't really want to discard, so I guess I'll just play this thing instead of playing the Impulse. Oh man, I could... No, I don't have enough blue ever, basically, to upheaval with buyback, but that would be sweet. What I am likely to be able to do is Elesh Norn with Mana Drain up. Oh! The Archangel is going to stop my Elesh Norn from giving me my Soulfire Grandmaster back. That's annoying. Well, I guess the Soulfire Grandmaster wouldn't come back anyway, because it would just die to the Elesh Norn at the same time as the Sower. Interesting. Let's see, I have to play a land, because I can't upheaval before playing a land, because I need the second blue to upheaval. Pretty sure that I just cast Elesh Norn here. I think I cast Elesh Norn. I guess I don't attack with Mutavault because I don't want to trade it for the Soulfire Grandmaster. I want the Grandmaster back when I upheaval, so I guess I might as well equip Elesh Norn. Now pass and hope to mana drain something, and then totally go off with upheaval. Okay, I'm not going to get a lot of mana off the mana drain, but I will get rid of a card that would otherwise come back. Yeah, we're not going to allow that one. I could allow it, but I think it's better to just get my 2 extra mana. So let's add a lot of mana. And no new attack because I don't want my Soulfire Grandmaster to go to the graveyard. So yeah, now we just cast Upheaval. Replay my artifacts. I want to get this into play no matter what because I don't want the card in my hand. Let's see. I should play a white source, but I need to figure out if I need it to be a tapped or untapped land. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana to work with. So I could play Revelark and Sun Titan. Sun Titan gets Knight. Then Revelark's not really threatening to get anything. I want to play Skullclamp because it gets a card out of my hand. Let's play the Skullclamp. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 10 mana. I could Grandmaster Elesh Norn equip, or Grandmaster Elesh Norn tap land. It sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'll just play the Shambling Vent. Discard Plains, Island. Oh, now my Sun Titan's going to be way better. So I can discard another island. Maybe I should have played Mutavault instead of Shambling Vent so that I could attack with it, but I think it's fine to spend my mana playing more threats instead. Especially given how good it is to get Sun Titan out there. Cool. I guess I should have put that on the Grandmaster for the extra life. Yeah, I probably should have played Mutavault. I already had the second white from Mox Pearl. Oh well. This is exactly the kind of game state where one can afford to be a little sloppy. Pretty confident I will not get punished. Magic Online bugs show me Academy Ruins, Council's Judgment, and Island. Alright, so I'm going to be on the draw. So I'm going to want land tax, and my opponent looked like the kind of deck where Winter Orb might be pretty good. The only thing I saw at a Needle is Top, which I don't care about. My opponent's an archetype that's pretty likely to have Planeswalkers, though, so it's a consideration if there's stuff I don't like. I think I like these little guys. They're theoretically better on the play, but they play well with Winter Orb. Sword of Fire and Ice is great here. The Mirror Angel played so well. I think I might not need Angel of Serenity. Not really like an attrition game in that way. I guess Revelark has similar issues. It's good to lower my curve when I'm adding Winter Orb anyway. I'm wondering if I want Nykthos, but I don't think so. The reason I'm thinking about it is I brought in land tax, which gives me one more colored source, and also blue-white is theoretically a deck without a lot of removal, but I saw like Syrup Temptation basically counts, and Declaration in Stone, and blue is likely going to have counter spells or something, so I don't think it's worth it. I guess this hand is pretty awkward. If this were a different Mox, it would be a different situation. On the draw, if I draw a Mox or a land, how good is this? I get to turn 1 impulse to find a second land, then I have 3 mana, I can sword. Still don't have a creature to go with it, and I have to draw a land. I have 1 draw for that to happen for it to be good. Mox Diamond is basically not a card. I would play it though to turn on Sun Titan. I'm gonna mulligan. Well, it's cute that I'm thinking about this even though I have no land. I have Skullclamp, Secure the Waste, which can get me back from behind reasonably even on a small Secure the Wastes. Winter Orb could potentially slow my opponent down a lot. These aren't good, but going to 5 is really bad. I'm going to keep this. Bottom this. Yeah, I want to get Skullclamp into play. Definitely just want to draw lands. It'll play. It's interesting how much better this Pearl is than a land, even though it was my only land. Just the fact that it doesn't count as land is important for Winter Orb and land tax and Knight of the White Orchid. If I attack here and offer the trade, it turns off my ability to draw 2 cards with Skullclamp. But getting rid of a Morph is pretty good. So let's do that. I get to make a land drop this turn either way. Not sure what morphs are in the cube. I wonder if this is just Exalted Angel. If it's just Exalted Angel, this attack. Yeah, it's just Exalted Angel. Oh well. Now we have Winter Orb. Slow my opponent down while I look for lands. If I draw a land, I'm fine going for a secure for 2. Impulse for a land. Found one. This first Soldier of the Pantheon is actually pretty close. If I Soldier next turn, I can play it and equip. Draw 2 cards instead of just the one. One of them might be a land. It's like medium greedy, but a reasonable chance to be right. The game's going slow enough anyway. Nope. Stop. This one. interesting. It'll take some turns for this to net my opponent mana, but could easily be worth it. I think I just equip this right away. Alright, 9 tax. That's good. This is an interesting game. Secure the Waste Winter Orb is kind of weird. I don't necessarily want to lock all my lands down for 1/1s. That's very good for my opponent. Makes Winter Orb much less of a problem. Yes, please. I drew a land. Five mana. I think I play a Mirror Angel. Don't think I equip. Next turn, I'm probably going to Phantasmal Image my Mirror Angel and play a land. It's a good thing that Mirror Angel is not a legend. Elesh Norn just got quite a bit worse. Can still kill my opponent's creatures, but not nearly as good. Mirror Angel is kind of perfect against Elspeth. I want lands in my graveyard for Sun Titan. And I want to stop drawing them. Shambling Vent is not good. Let's lead with this, obviously, so that I get the extra landfall trigger. Attack Elspeth. I don't want to tap the mana that would be required for Skull Clamp. I think Elspeth being at 2 is about the same as Elspeth being at 1. Just discard one of each. Give my Sun Titan some options. So next turn I'm going to have 5 mana to work with. So I can't cast Sun Titan yet. But the following turn I can. I think I just block one of them just because I want to be as sure as possible that I'll be able to kill Elspeth. Alright. That was not impressive against Winter Orb. Alright, all done with lands. There's Upheaval. Interesting, but not good here. Let's make some 1/1s. And attack Elspeth. Just those two. And I want to be sure to spend my Mox Pearl every turn. Don't think I want to clamp one of these things. So I think I just clamp this. I think that's the most productive thing I can do with my mana. Discard Shambling Vent because it's my worst card and I have enough lands in the graveyard for Sun Titan. And then I'll discard Island. Next turn I'm actually going to have 7 mana, so I could just play Elesh Norn and probably kill my opponent, depending on what they do. Yeah, that's lethal. If my opponent does something meaningless like play Hanger Backwalker. Probably should have untapped your Karakas, opponent. Obviously, they'd still lose after losing all of their creatures and tapping Karakas, but they wouldn't actually take lethal. Maybe they just decided that, yeah, my opponent said should untap Karakas, but I do not think that it would have been anywhere near sufficient.